There are over 100 cases of reported vampires in New England. Mercy Brown was part of the Brown family, which was neither a poor nor extremely rich family in Exeter, Rhode Island. By 1891, Mary the mother and Mary the daughter had both died. After the mother and daughter died and the son and the daughter became sick, the son went off to Colorado Springs and Mercy stayed in Exeter. Mercy died on January 19th of 1892, and what had happened was in New England the ground is very cold at that point, and this is before the era of backhoes, so bodies that died during the winter were put in holding vaults. And through this time Edwin was getting worse. However, as I said, since the theory of the germs had not come up to this area yet, what had happened was people were terrified because their families seemed to be singled out. The symptoms of the disease included a high fever, and with the high fever also came delirium. They would have dreams of the family member sitting on their chest. Of course, the chest constriction is very typical to the disease. So they would have these symptoms and they would be speaking of this family member, and in that folklore society what would happen is that the talk of vampires came about. Many times when people were interred, they were not necessarily dead. To break the vampire curse, she was beheaded and her liver and her heart were burned. As I said, the New England vampire folklore is part fear, part desperation, and part ignorance of the consumption disease and the spread of galloping tuberculosis. Other cases have had similar results. Mainly the tuberculosis epidemic is to blame for the vampires of New England.